Is Jared live?
All right. Oh, you're hey. We on here, y'all.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, guys. We are live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook twice, and we're actually live on LinkedIn. Guys, welcome to my live stream. This is my first one. See, I told y'all that we was going to be doing this, but y'all don't be want to listen to me, but okay. This is Charliette Cummings, chiming in from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Guys, I have my business partners on the line. I got Miss Fanta and I got Gerald Bass. So go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who want to go first?
I can go first. Hi, everyone. My name is Fanta Fofana, and I am a co-owner of Rise of 1%, the credit side. So today we're live to let you guys know, the perks of having good personal credit and business credit. So we're here to basically let you guys know, the goods.
Absolutely. How about you, Gerald?
Absolutely. My name is Gerald Bass. I'm actually the creator and founder with the Rise of the 1%. And pretty much we are a digital marketing company first. So we do assist different entrepreneurs and business owners with generating more qualified leads online and getting more clients online through predictable methods. But we also now as well have a credit side of the Rise of the 1%, which is our Rise of the 1% consulting. And pretty much like founder just stated, and even Charlotte, we're assisting people and even business owners with basically restoring their credit, building personal credit, and also building their business credit as well, being that you're an entrepreneur, business owner. So that's primarily what we do.
Sweet. So if you guys are chiming into the live, go ahead and drop something in the chat so we can see your comments. We can see your comments. We're going live on StreamYard so we can see comments. Even if you put comments on LinkedIn or Facebook, make sure you put your comments and your questions below. We're here to answer any questions. So y'all, just to give you guys, the people on the live, a background of course, I always say why I'm doing something. I like to let people know why I'm doing something. Guys, this stuff is real, and we just wanted to bring this up to the forefront and have like real conversations. For me, it's of course, I'm with Fanta as well. I'm on the credit side. I'm a credit consultant with the Rise of 1% Consulting, but I just wanted to share really and truly the reason why, again, like I always say on the top of my lives, the reasons why we're doing this. Guys, there's so much wrong information out there. Let's be real. It's so much wrong information out there when it comes to credit, when it comes to business credit, all that stuff. It's a lot of wrong information and people are falling into the wrong traps. I was one of those people. So I'm coming from another place. I'm just letting y'all know that. I was one of those people. Me and my husband did a debt settlement. It was terrible. But it was so bad to the point to where I was lost and I was getting the wrong information. That's why we like to come on these type of platforms to share this information with you guys so you can know exactly what to do in certain situations. That's it. You have to have the right information to be able to get the right results. It is what it is. So that's why I found these two, and as well as Sonia Millhouse, and we all partnered up together. I finally found somebody who's actually passionate about this stuff like I am, because it's so much information out there, and a lot of the information is garbage. But we don't share garbage. So I just wanted to let you guys know that up front. And I bet they're like, why are they doing this or whatever? That's the reason why. Okay. Okay, that's the reason why. So let's get started. So Fanta, tell me about your credit journey and about, I know that you have like traditional businesses and stuff like that. I just want to know how is that important, like people who have traditional businesses as well when it comes to credit?
Well, so regarding my experience when it comes to credit, like I always knew credit is important, and
right.
And I started building my credit in like my early 20s, I would say. And when you're in college, you have your credit cards, and then you just like, you don't know, you're not taught some of these things in school. So my thing is like when I started becoming like, when I got out of college and I started getting my first apartment, that's when I noticed that, okay, credit is important because these people literally check. So, I started doing the basics, getting like smaller credit cards and like Capital One, and started building it. Like I started off with like 300, and I had like, you know, went to Chase and I got another credit card for like $100, and you know, so I slowly started building my credit, and now I could say that my credit score is great. You know, I have one of the best credit card. I can fly priority now. You know, I can go to the lounge and have me some wholesale up on my flight and things like that. But as far as business size as well, I would say credit is very important because you need your credit. Banks, so these banks can give you money, so you can start your. You know, I have to say money.
Right. Right. Real talk.
So you can start your business no matter what. Like you can use your own money to grow, you know, to start your own business and to grow it. But there is nothing like, you know, using someone else's money, like the bank money, and then just growing it and then paying them back off, you know. And you know, so I would say, you know, I mean, with my journeys and everything, like I had to learn everything myself, and now I'm teaching people. Now we're teaching people, you know. And just, you know, making sure that everybody is informed and they're educated on their credit, because I'm telling you, a lot of us don't know. You know, we think the credit bureau are like, you know, God, and you know, whatever they're not federal, they're not anything. They're just another company who's just like, you know, their job is to just, you know, be, you know, like the credit bureau. You know, they're there to see your credit score, and you know, if it's bad, and you know, it's a lot to it. I really can't get into it, but like I said, my journey when it comes to credit, it was I had to teach myself, and now I'm teaching other people, and now we're fixing credit. So yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Gerald, I know you know on both sides of the coin, which is pretty cool, about not only just personal, but like business credit as well, and how personal credit can actually relate to business credit. A lot of people don't know that part, because I know I've been on some calls with some people, just networking calls and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, wow, I didn't even know that. And then one lady was like, I really don't know how to start to even establish business credit like at all. Yeah. So explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, so when it comes to business credit, in the beginning stages of you getting into business credit, yeah, you definitely want to make sure that your personal credit is all the way tight. And even in the beginning stages of growing your business as a whole, typically when it comes to personal credit with business credit, first you want to make sure that you definitely don't have any negative items on the personal side. Another thing as well is not having too many inquiries on the personal side as well. Another thing in terms of your utilization, you want to make sure that you're below 40% when it comes to business credit. Now, I know with personal credit, they say below 30% or even lower than that. But on the business credit side, at least less than 40%. And if you want to be able to be qualified for like the bigger amounts, it helps to have a credit report that's over 2 years old, at least 2 credit cards on your personal side, and at least limits a minimum of $2,500 or more on the personal side. It definitely helps. Now, the reason for this being in terms of your personal side, we call it a personal guarantee, by the way, when you're building business credit. The reason why you want to have your personal credit tight is because they treat it like a co-signer. Like when you're new to, like I say, building your business, you may not have like big revenues as of yet in terms of being able to show your taxes and stuff like that. Or like I say, you even new to business credit. A lot of times they're going to personally guarantee based off your personal credit to make the determining factor on how much funding, or if you get funding at all on the business side. So that's why you have to make sure that the personal side is tight. Now, as well, when it comes to business credit, you want to, for one, whatever the name of your company or your business is, you want to secure a domain name around that particular business if you don't already have one, right? So basically setting up a professional website. A lot of times you will have different lenders that will go over and see that you actually are a legitimate business. based off you having a professional website or just a website in general online. So you want to make sure that you secure a domain name, secure your name as well across all social media platforms. That helps as well. And another thing you want to do in terms of professionalism when it comes to the lenders, looking to make sure that you're a legitimate business, is also make sure that you're not using a home address. You want to have a business address. So if you have a brick and mortar business, you can use that business address. If you don't have a brick and mortar business, then you can use what we call a virtual address. Two companies that I recommend is one is Regis, the other one is Opus. Those are two companies you could go through if you want to get a virtual address. We actually use virtual addresses for our business, and you just basically pay a monthly, and pretty much all your mail goes to that virtual address, and you can have it forwarded to you. They also have it set up where you can have like a little secretary answer, calls on your behalf. If that's what you want to do, if you want to forward calls there, you can. Also, a lot of times these different virtual places have where you can even go do meetings there if you want to, and basically position this as like your office that you can do meetings at. So you want to make sure that you have a virtual office if you don't have a brick and mortar business. Another thing as well you want to make sure you have in place is a professional phone number, not your cell phone number. Okay, they don't take a lot of business owners seriously that have your cell phone number when you're actually applying for applications. So it helps to have what we call a 1-800 number. We actually use Freedom Voice. You can write that down. It's called Freedom Voice. That's what we use for our different businesses. And you want to set up basically a professional business phone number. You want to make sure that you do that. Okay, another thing that helps as well is being able to list your business and your phone number with 411. You want to write that down as well. That helps as well in terms of professionalism. And then the other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your EIN set up as well with the IRS. Okay. Now, I'm assuming you already have an LLC set up or some type of corporation. If you don't, of course, that's the first thing you do. But I was already assuming that if you are a business owner, you already have one. But of course, if you don't have an LLC or corporation, then you have to set up an LLC or corporation with your Secretary of State. LLC basically stands for Limited Liability Company. And then you have your corporation as well. And the difference between the two is basically just how you deal with taxes. I'm not going to really get into taxes on this live stream because that's not what this is about. I'm not a tax professional. But that's the difference between the two in terms of how you want to structure your business. But like I say, once you have your LLC, your corporation, and everything else that I already stated set up, definitely get you an EIN. Go to irs.gov and get you a tax ID number. All right. And then the next thing I would recommend you do is get a DUNS number, okay, with Duns and Bradstreet. All right. Because it's actually 3 bureaus that track when it comes to business credit. Okay. Now, on the consumer side, all right, when you're building your FICO score and all the different scores that have to do with the consumer side, you have, of course, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. But on the business credit side, you have Duns and Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax. Okay, that's who actually reports on the business credit side. All right, so you want to get you a Duns number. All right, that's going to help with you shaping what they call your pay debt score on the business side. It's called a pay debt score, and it ranges from 0 up to 100. Versus the consumer side is around 350 up to like 850 or something like that. So you want to really keep that in mind. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to set up your business banking. Okay, you want to set up your business banking in terms of a checking account. Now, here's the thing here when it comes to business banking. My recommendation, based off of our own business to the clients that we're servicing at this time, is I recommend starting with credit unions first. All right, so that'd be like your Navy Federal. Okay, if you know someone that's in the military, you can actually get them to pretty much help you get access to Navy Federal. There's other little ways as well you can get into Navy Federal. I'm not going to really get on that on this live stream. Okay. All right. That's something if you need help with that. That's something we can talk about offline. But if you know someone that's in the military, they can help you get into Navy Federal. And there's other credit unions out there as well that you can look into in terms of your area. But I would recommend starting off with credit unions. And the reason for that being is because their underwriting process is real lenient compared to like the bigger banks. So they are more inclined to give out like bigger amounts based off of the way that your credit profile is set up and how long you've been in business and stuff like that. And so I would definitely recommend starting off, like I say, with your credit unions in terms of banking. That's my opinion on that. After you actually set up a bank account with your credit union, then if you want to set up a bank account as well with regional banks in your area, like your PNCs, your regional banks. If you up north, they say a big bank up there is called Key Bank. But basically your regional banks, you can also get business banking set up with them. And then the next tier, after you've built some relationship with your credit union, also your regional banks, you could go to your national banks, which is like the Wells Fargo's, the Bank of America's, and so on, and Chase and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. But keep in mind, it's all about building relationships with the banks. That's very key. So here's the thing here. When it comes to building relationships, a great way to build relationships fast is putting a great amount of money into your business checking account. All right. And I would say a minimum. Now, if you don't have it, that's fine. Just put in what you can. But a minimum is definitely around $1,500. Right? A minimum. Okay. Now, if you don't have that, that's understandable. Just put what you can put in there. I would say a minimum of $1,500 is what you want to start off to start really building relationships with that particular bank. Okay, so that's what you really want to just keep in mind in terms of like getting rounds of funding when it comes to business credit. And as you can see, you can have business banking with multiple banks. You don't necessarily just have to settle with one bank. Another thing I would share as well in terms of like business credit is if you know who these banks pull from, right? For instance, like with credit unions and stuff like that, if you know who they pull from, okay, it's easy to be able to go into these different banks in one day and apply for funding through multiple banks in one day and not even get a whole lot of inquiries, right? I'm talking about like maybe 1 to possibly up to 3 inquiries, right? Because you know who they pull from. And we actually know who a lot of these different banks pull from, okay, in terms of the rise of the 1%, right? So that helps as well in terms of like getting great amount of funding. Now, what I do want you to keep in mind, once again, when it comes to those different banks that I just mentioned in reference to getting funding from them, here's the thing here. If you don't have a pay debt score of at least a 90, right? If you don't have a pay debt score of at least a 90, meaning your business credit score at least a 90, okay, and you can't show your taxes where you're making a great amount of revenue in your business up until this point, they are going to pull your personal credit report.
See, that's the information that people need.
Absolutely.
Right there.
They are going to pull your personal credit report. That's why your personal credit report needs to be on point, right? Which is what Charliette and Fallon is going to speak more on. But you definitely want to keep that in mind. Now, here's the thing here, what I want to share with you all, another gem. Now, they do have business credit cards out there where you can apply for them without a personal guarantee. Okay, meaning they won't pull your personal credit report. Okay, one of them, I'm gonna give you one of them. We have a whole list, but we save these, of course, for our clients. But I will say, I'll give you one of them right now that we've utilized. I know many business owners using right now. We have a lot of our clients utilizing. It's called Divvy. Okay, you want to write that down? Divvy, D-I-V-V-Y. Okay, this is an actual business credit card that you can apply for, where they only go off what's in your business checking account. And your business checking account has to be at least 3 months old. Your business checking account has to be at least 3 months old, and they go off what's in your business checking account to determine how much funding they're going to give you. They're giving as low as $5,000. We've seen up to $50,000 in business funding. It's a business credit card with no personal guarantee. It's all based off what is in your business checking account. That's it. Now, here's the thing here. I'm going to share this real quickly, right? I'm not going to go all the way into detail, but I'm going to share with you all this. It's a strategy that you can use to be able to pull cash off of your personal credit cards, right? When you have personal credit cards, it's a strategy you can utilize to be able to pull cash off your personal credit cards without taking the cash advance fees. Right? We actually call this strategy manufacturer spending, right? That's what we call it. It's called manufacturer spending. Now, I'm not going to go into, like I said, all the details, but what I will share with you is once you learn how to manufacture spend, and this is something we actually help our clients with within the Rise of the 1%. Once you learn how to manufacture a spend and basically pull cash off of credit cards without paying any fees like the cash advance fees, you can actually take that cash off your personal credit card, put it into your business checking account, right? Go and apply for a card like Divvy, and there's several other cards out there too, like I said, as well, that you can apply for with no personal guarantee. You can let it sit in there for some days, not that long, maybe even for a week. Apply for Divvy, get a big amount approved with Divvy, take that money back out the business checking account, right? Pay off your personal credit card with the money, accumulate the points, and now you still as well got the funding for your business.
Oh, shit.
Divvy.
Oh, wow.
Right? That's a strategy. Okay. Now, like I said, in terms of learning how to manufacture spend, that's something we go over more with our clients, but I just want to let you all know it's a strategy that you can utilize to be able to turn credit into cash without, like I say, getting all the fees and interest and all that type of stuff that come along with it, right? So you really want to keep these different things in mind in terms of the business credit side, right?
Wow.
Absolutely.
Shoot.
So those are the things I want to share. And the last thing I will share very quickly, and if I left anything out that anyone has questions on, I definitely can answer. You can ask. But another thing I want you to keep in mind as well, in the first tier in terms of like going to credit unions, being that you have a business that is 2 years old or more, you can apply for a business credit card, but you also can apply for a line of credit. And you can do it within the same day. So you only get one inquiry. Okay, so a line of credit is basically cash that they'll put right into your business checking account. And then, of course, you also can get the business credit card. So like, for instance, if you went to Navy Federal and your business is at least 2 years old, and by the way, you need at least a 680 credit score. Okay, 680 credit score, right? On the consumer side, you need at least a 680 credit score. They will actually give you a business credit card, and you can also apply for a line of credit as well. In Navy Federal, they're giving out anywhere from like $10,000 to like $50,000 in terms of business funding, right? On the first round going through them. Okay.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's so much more I can share, but I'll be on here talking all day. I'm gonna let Fofana get back to his well speaking, and I answer any questions anyone has. I mean, there's so much more to it.
Yeah, we have one. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and share the question that he has. He's I don't know if you guys can see the question at the bottom of the screen. He said, I have a question about a law firm available for a business, just setting up like the legal aspects of your business as well. That's what he's asking about. Is that a good practice?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would definitely recommend either getting with, like you said, a law firm or just someone that understands taxes.
Yeah.
Here, in terms of like setting up the structure of your business.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. That's the only question that we have so far that I can see. It might be some that out there, but we can definitely get them answered, once we get off the live and stuff like that, because I always check back y'all to see what y'all talking about in the comments. Because sometimes we can see them and sometimes we can't, which is cool. But yeah, that's good information. I don't know if y'all had y'all pen and pad out, but y'all should have. Y'all should have wrote down some of them nuggets because they messing around like they did. Wow. That was some good hacks right there. That was some good hacks right there. And then again, of course, like I always tell y'all, that's why I'm creating these courses and stuff like that. Credit not taught in schools, people, because all of these hacks are not taught in school. And they, I know that some of us, not all of us, we probably grew up like where cash is king, which it is, but oftentimes it's not a lot of people that say, hey, you know what? Let me pull out my purse and take out $20,000 and start this business. Most people don't have that type of money. Right. That's why you have to leverage credit at that particular point. You can get started with what you need to do by using somebody else's money. So that's what Gerald was explaining. If some of you guys missed it, that's what he was explaining, to use somebody else's money to do what you need to do to get stuff started. And plus, you can also be able to have some capital still left with that particular strategy to be able to do other things as well, because he mentioned that too. So if y'all didn't catch that, y'all need to write them nuggets down. But yeah, I think that people need to talk about credit more. There is like literally nobody that's talking about this stuff. Literally, right. The strategies that you was talking about, I only knew about them because you taught it to us. I've never in my life heard of it. I'm literally about to be 40, and this is ridiculous. I mean, seriously. It's like if we would have known this stuff like earlier in life and when we was younger, we literally probably could have been millionaires.
Right.
Just, yeah. Go ahead, Fanta.
No, well, I mean, in where I grew up, in my neighborhood, you're not being taught these things, especially us Black folks, and we don't, our family don't know, the parents
right.
don't know. I mean, some of us, I wouldn't say everybody, but I would say some of us. So it's like, if you're not being taught at a younger age to let you know how important credit is, then, you're never really going to know until you grow up, and then you start to go through, you got to get your house, you got to get your car, you got to get all of these things, and you run into, I need good credit, but you have to start off all late. So I think it's really important, as a parent, auntie, brother, educate people in your neighborhood and let them know how important, because a lot of them, they pay cash and say, you know what, I'd rather get cash, and it's like, if you have the cash, I know you don't like, putting things in the bank, but eventually you're going to come face to face with a bank, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it's a given. Really, it's gonna happen. Exactly.
You really are. You can use your own money to open your own business, but I guarantee you, once you start gaining profit, you're gonna go to a bank, and that's where you're gonna keep your money in your bank. You're not gonna keep it under your mattress no more. So right. So and you're building these relationships, and like Gerald said, you have to build relationship with your bank, and your bank will give you the money, because simple, the bank want to keep you. They want to see you grow your business, and they want to keep that relationship with you. They know that you're bringing in money, so they will support you by giving you funding. All you have to do is just make sure that your business credit is good and your personal credit is good. That's all you have to do, and that's why we're here. We're here to make sure that you get all the information, and if you need any help, we're here to do that. It's not that hard. People think it's hard, but it's not that hard. You just got to do your research. You just got to read, guys. You got to read.
I was about to say that. Yes. It's the research. It's the research. It's the understanding your rights as a consumer. That stuff is, nobody's ever talking about that.
Exactly. And
nobody.
And for example, like if you bank with, I know Navy Federal is really, really good when it comes to giving funding for your business. And, it's very simple. All you have to do is just open a checking account, make sure, just make sure, if you have a credit card with them, pay it on time. If you need to pay it off within like 36 months, make sure you pay it off within like at least 30 months so you don't pay the interest. Like, people don't understand. Don't wait till the last minute to pay for your credit card, because they're going to charge you the interest. And if you're late, I believe Jared taught us this, in you have to pay your credit card within certain time period. You don't want to wait until 5 days and 1 day, because those are being reported to your credit bureau, and we're not taught this. You're waiting like, okay, it's the last day, let me go ahead and pay for it. But you're being penalized for this. You're really being penalized for it. So if you have the money, go ahead and pay for it. And these are all the things that I had to learn. And I'm telling you, like, I mean, my credit's good. If I ever have any inquiry, I know how to get inquiry off my credit. I know how to get inquiry off of our clients' credit, because we, you have to read, you have to do your research, and you have to study, So I mean, we do this with most of our clients, and our clients gotten better result. And not only that, we built relationship with our bank. So once we have our clients in a 686 something, business owner, we let them know, hey, listen, go to this bank, and go apply for such and such, apply for this, apply for that, because we know within your credit score, we know where you can get qualified for it, period. You can't go, if you have a 680 score, and go apply for American Express Platinum. You're not going to get it. Okay?
Right.
You're not going to get it.
That's the secret sauce right there.
That's a secret sauce, So if you're like, okay, let me just go ahead and apply for all these credit card companies, you're going to ruin your credit. You got to know where, you have to know where your credit score is. You have to see your odds of approval before you can even apply. And sometimes, even if your approval is great or not, sometimes you may not get approved for that. So don't just go and apply for just anything. You don't want to do that. You want to just, like I said, build a relationship, do your research, and then before you ruin your credit, But if you do ruin your credit, we're here to fix it. So just
right, exactly. That's people like me have been through it already, so
exactly.
I know, absolutely. And another thing, so I don't know if y'all paying attention and writing down these nuggets that we dropping, but y'all need to. Several nuggets was dropped. I don't know if y'all caught that. Several nuggets was dropped about knowing where you are. If you kind of know where you are, you kind of know where you need to work towards, and you kind of know exactly where you need to be or your goal is. And plus, like us, we can't give it all away, but we know where to go. That's the secret sauce. They mentioned it, both Gerald and Fanta mentioned it already. It's the secret sauce of knowing exactly where you need to go, whether it's on the business side, whether it's on the consumer side, where you can actually get that approval. So if you know where you are, you'll know for a fact, like, no, I can't get this platinum, but what I can do right now, I can do this and work my way up to the platinum. Right. So you have to know those hacks too, to be able to understand, like, hey, I can start here, but that's okay. I can go ahead and be building, and then I can apply for the platinum once I get there. So that's another hack. So that way, and both of them both mentioned in regards to inquiries, you won't hit all these inquiries because you're trying to apply for stuff that you thinking that you qualify for and you don't. Another hack that I want to let you guys know, in Credit Karma, they have like a whole bunch of, basically Credit Karma and those companies and stuff like that, even some of the bureaus, they actually are selling to you. So they're trying to get you to apply to credit. But like Fanta said, it might say that you are approved, pre-approval, what have you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it. So sometimes you'll click on that stuff and then you'll get denied. You'll be like, what the heck? It said I was pre-approved. That's the thing. That's what they want you to do. So you want to continuously get out that trap and stop that crap. And look at Miss Antonio. Well, thank you for joining us, honey. Thank you for joining us. Antonio has joined the live. Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, it's those little small details that can save us like years of time.
Exactly.
But we didn't know none of this information. We literally had to study and come and just come together. And we was like, okay, this right here is a serious problem still. I know that, matter of fact, you know what? Matter of fact, this lady had reached out to me on LinkedIn, and she was like, this is basically what she said. She said that that credit is a lot of people are doing credit. I'm like, exactly, but a lot of people don't know the right information about credit either. And she was like, you got a point.
True. Right. And let me add a little thing to it. Like people, you have a lot of people out there who are fixing. All they're doing is taking an inquiry off. You know, your credit score is going to go up, but that doesn't mean that everybody's credit is different. You can have somebody who have a 630 credit score, and they can get approved for X amount because based on what they have on their credit. You know, just because you can have several derogatories and late payments and et cetera on your credit, and then your credit score, they might clear all the increases in your credit score and then they boost it up. But then you go in and you go apply for it. They're not going to look at the inquiry. What they're looking at, okay, well, this person got all of this going on. And then this person, although this person has a 630 credit score, but I see this, they're paying it on time. So it really depends. You're not in the same, nobody is in the same category, so you have to just because you have a higher credit score doesn't mean that you're going to get
exactly.
It's more to it, it's you have to look at everything, and these credit bureau look at it. And I'm gonna tell you this: do not be afraid of the credit bureau. Okay, they're not the cops, they're not the FBI, they're not gonna come and get you. All they're gonna do is send you letters. Okay, and you know what? It's okay, but and most of the time, these credit bureau, Equifax, TransUnion, and Equifax, TransUnion. I'm sorry. What's the other one? Experience. And then I know for a fact that all of them make mistakes. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when we look, I know Charlotte. When you and I look at our clients, there's duplication. There's the same thing on their credit, and then all of that is it's there. So that is ruining your credit. And, and those things are, it's not always easy. We get it off our clients, but, we go after them because these people make mistakes. And our job is to make sure that our clients are getting the best result. And we have to go back and be like, okay, why is there a duplicate? And you just, you have you cannot. Listen, I am going to report you to X and X and X because they are a business just like you are a business. If somebody wants to report you, they can report you to the Better Business Bureau, and you can do the same thing to the credit company. Okay, they're not federal, guys. Don't think that. Don't be afraid of them. Okay, don't let them hold you back. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right, and you gotta understand your rights. You gotta understand your rights as a consumer. Understand your rights.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are afraid. I'm like, you can't be afraid. And I told myself, I said, coming from West Africa, and I know a lot of African people, all they do is use cash and they don't really look at their credit, they don't really look at this. And they're comfortable, but I'm like, no, we need to educate ourselves. I told myself, I said, listen, I know I'm gonna be the credit queen in the whole Africa. I'm gonna make sure all my people
I know that's right.
Know exactly what they doing. All my everybody.
Right. The way they can understand how to leverage other people's money.
Exactly. But that's what
it's about.
Exactly.
That's
why
what it's about.
We're here.
Absolutely.
Antonio is asking, how can he schedule a call, honey?
Okay.
You can schedule a call, Antonio. I drop the information at the end of the live stream.
Absolutely. So even with speaking about leveraging other people's money, pretty much, of course, we run a digital marketing company as well with the rise of the 1%. So that's an up and up for many of our clients that we have a financial literacy knowledge, but also we understand marketing and sales, specifically online for businesses. And so with that being said, for a lot of our clients that are entrepreneurs and business owners, not only can we get them access to funding, but we can show them as well how they can allocate that funding to be able to grow their business through marketing, or if they want to be able to get equipment for their business or expand their team or whatever the case may be, we can show them how to do that. But one thing I do want to share with you all in terms of being able to leverage other people's money as well, let's say you have a business, you're looking to expand your marketing. A card right now that's real great in terms of the business side is the American Express Gold Card. Okay, the American Express Gold Card. Now it is a charge card. Okay, but it's very powerful, and the reason why is because let's say you have an offer that's already converted, already bringing in sales for your business at this time. All right, you can leverage paid Facebook, Instagram ads. All right, to actually drive traffic to your website or to bring purchases to your site or to get consultations, to get clients or what have you. Now, American Express, the gold card, is going to literally reward you for 4 to 5 points for every dollar you spend on Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, those points can be converted over to cash, or you could use them for travel or shopping or even paying bills or different expenses for your business, however you want to do it. Okay? But at the same time, being that you have an offer that's converting from your Facebook and Instagram ads, meaning you're making sales, that's what conversions means. Okay. Now pretty much every single month is you're running ads on your American Express Gold Card, you're accumulating these points and you're making sales. You can pay the American Express Gold Card off every month. All right. And what is that going to do over 2 to 3 months? That's going to have them increase your credit limit, right? Every 2 to 3 months, because you're paying it off every single month, and you're not even using your own money. You're using American Express money, and you're getting the points that could turn into cash, or you could use for leisure, or whatever the case may be, right? So that is very powerful.
So you get paid to advertise.
Absolutely, you basically get paid to advertise your business. Powerful, right?
True. And you know,
and we have the American Express Gold. I mean, we're running ads right now. That's the card I'm using, right? We're running ads right now as I speak. You may have seen our ads in your news feed, right? So I'm just letting you all know, like, we eat our own cooking, but I do want to tell you, yeah, it's very powerful.
And I'm gonna say this. I use my American Express for like everything. And I pay it off every month. I pay off my, because it's a charge card. Charge card meaning you got to pay it off every month. So
right.
Be mindful. Okay, don't be going out there spending $2,000. You don't have the $2,000 to pay for it because that's not, it's a charge card. It's not like the regular Chase card, Navy Federal or City card. So those you can pay it off within like X amount of time, whatever your term is. But American Express, I will go in there. You can go to the American Express app and you can travel. You can go to Cancun and all these other places, and you can use your points. So you can use it to go to you can go shopping, get a gift card. You want to get somebody a gift card, you just go in there, purchase a gift card, and just send it to them. It didn't come out of your pocket; it came out of the points. So. And those are things that we teach our clients, and those are the things that people don't know, but we educate them on that. So guys, schedule a call if we have the goods. If you have any question, we're here to help you and assist you. Okay, we want to see you succeed. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people got value from the live stream. I will be checking the comments on Facebook in a little bit, but yeah, definitely y'all. Thank y'all for hopping on today. Yeah, we're gonna have to have some more conversations. See, I told y'all I'll be bringing people on to have some real conversations. I told y'all that. So let me get this out here. So guys, for more information, for those who are looking to level up on their personal credit side, I'm gonna drop this on the screen real quick. Y'all need to take a screenshot of this because this is not your average. We don't do average stuff. That's why we are the rise of the 1%. We don't do like average stuff. So definitely reach out to us for those who are looking for help on a personal credit side, and we can give you a personalized report, guys, so you can see what you need to be doing in your face.
And guys, it's a free consultation, okay?
Right.
It's a free consultation. Just call, if you haven't, we all gone through issues with our credit. Don't be ashamed. Just call us.
Right.
This year, 2021 should be everybody's best year. We should, the year that are coming. So yeah, definitely give us a call. We're here.
Yeah, schedule a call at the link. And also even on the business credit side as well. If you need assistance on the business credit side, hit that link as well. Consumer or business, either one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, this has been an awesome conversation. Thank y'all. And I know a lot of people got value, but
Absolutely.
Thank y'all so much. I don't want to hold y'all all day.
Yeah, feel
But
free
it
to
was
share
good
this.
chatting with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go
I
ahead,
would say
Gerald.
definitely too. Feel free to share this around with like anyone else you can benefit. I mean, we're looking to impact so many people. Also, even on the business side, entrepreneurs and business owners all over the world. I mean, I know my mission in terms of business owners. We're looking to create millionaires over the next 24 to 36 months in terms of entrepreneurs and business owners, even on that side. So, like, let's spread this message across the internet because it can serve someone else as well, right? A blessing is not a blessing until you
Yes,
pass it
great
on to someone else.
information.
Right. A blessing is not a blessing until you can pass it on to someone else. So that said, feel free to share this around with anyone else. If you do watch the replay and you have any questions as well, you could drop them below. We can come back in and we can answer
Yes.
if we have questions, or you can just schedule a consultation at the link right there on the screen, right?
Yep.
You get all your questions answered.
Absolutely. And guys, thank you for joining this live stream. It's been fantastic. And this is only the beginning. I got so many more. Because keep in mind, we get the right resources. So
Absolutely.
whatever's coming to us and whatever we learning, we sharing y'all the ropes. I know that y'all not used to that. And it's like, oh, it's so much out there. Yeah, but all the information ain't right. So just letting you know that.
Right.
That is.
To let you know that. But yeah, thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening and bye, guys. So if I didn't see your comment, guys, I'm sorry I didn't see it come through the StreamYard, but I will be checking Facebook in a few minutes and we can answer all questions. And we do answer all questions. Every last one of them, we're going to go through them, okay? So, so thank you for tuning in, guys. We will be back. So definitely stay tuned and you'll see the notifications and make sure to remind yourself when these lives pop up, because I'm going to make sure that I pre-schedule it so people will be able to remind themselves so they'll be able to hop on. So thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.